guys did not miss
Okay, so
anything.
we're just getting into the mid-fight right now,
you
so
guys
you
didn't
haven't
miss
missed
anything.
much. Both teams engaging in the mid-fight. JCM pushing a little bit farther onto the Horde map, getting that position here on SR, and immediate kill on Agent Slick, so an early kill for JCM here. They're going to look to continue pushing in. A war stomp by Cowgirlswag, and it looks like Rampdweller is going to open on Maineac. Maineac going down there, so a healer gimp as well, too, for JCM. Great job capitalizing on that misposition. Good recognition by Cowgirlswag with that Displacer war stomp.
Yeah, okay, skill ratio's in a horrible spot now because they're down a healer. Okay, I think Jesus Christ Maria will probably try to contain him in the GY as they have, and they will not be easily quick capped on after they get their first cap. I think they'll probably have first cap here. Just like you said, you can know how the game is going to kind of play out just by the first few seconds of the mid clash, and JCM kind of just took it right there. Darkchewie gets the pick. He has to kind of stay in base and be safe at this point. Roulaa gets flagged. I think that's Agntgrizzle on D. He's probably going to be fine. Yes, he is. Healer's there. Okay, so mid
Looks like he's
clash.
going to be fine, but one thing to keep an eye on here is Bigmoran is kind of sitting here at the front of tunnel, and Agent Slick's coming over as well, so we're going to have a 3-on-2 here in tunnel, and I don't think that they realize it yet. So Agent Slick, or Agntgrizzle, who's almost going down, but an opener now into Roulaa and a Blood Elf Silence into him. He's at 1k health and a Goblin Jump coming out. He's at 1k. Can they get him down? 800 and he's kicked. He get gimped, absolutely. So total great recognition by skill ratio. They're coming over there, sending the Hunter and Rogue up from the base of tunnel to collapse onto the Shaman and Druid, and I think they got really greedy trying to kill Grizzle there in the tunnel. That's just the communication level of skill ratio. Great job, and they made JCM panic there.
And they're able to do that when they are down, I mean, 4 or 5 players. The fact they can do that is just absolutely amazing. And now Ezeron has the flag due to the fact that Roulaa went down unexpectedly for JCM there. But JCM still with good mid pressure at this point.
And one thing to keep an eye on here is we do have to keep in mind that Ezeron is going to have to pass here eventually to Roulaa, and Bigmoran's in a great situation right now. He knows where Roulaa is approximately. Looks like he misses him a little bit in stealth here, but Ezeron is going to go look for Roulaa, and the pass going off right in front of Bigmoran.
Ooh,
a close call there. A greedy pass, but they do get the best of the situation, and it's probably best that they do make that pass so that they can continue their pressure in midfield here because they have great GY control. Agent Slick down, Moran now going down as well too. Wuxueyangx pushing in really deep here. They're going so hard on Cancer. Cancer barely getting topped up. At full health now, he's with guys. He's getting out of there. Darkchewie looks like he might go up tunnel at this point, and he is going to do that. Oh, he does elect to stay with the team fight in mid because Wuxueyangx and Trashglamour go down, so what looked like an escape for Darkchewie there. SR is able to capitalize on the extension on Cancer and land a few of the frontline kills, and they are pushing hard now. They want to punish JCM.
Rampdweller's down and Wuxueyangx. So right now, definitely the edge would go to skill ratio for the mid pressure, but Bakedgoblin in a really bad spot probably might drop here. Flash heal. Oh, he dies instantly. That's a healer down for JCM.
And right now, some hesitation from Roulaa, and he's finally going to go up the tunnel now, but it was definitely a hesitant move there, and he actually displaced going up the tunnel too, but it doesn't look like he's going to get punished for that as the Rogue is in position in midfield for skill ratio.
A little fight going for the Zerker hut here. Ooh, Rampdweller gets pulled out by Agntgrizzle. That's too bad.
Yeah, and Grizzle now with that Zerker buff also going up ramp, he's going to be able to contest not only the Rogue in the hut now, blocking him from getting set up, but he's going to be able to contest Roulaa on the top side here. So Grizzle, one of the best hunters in the bracket, you can see he's micromanaging not only his pet control to keep the Rogue out, but getting this FC pressure as well too. And Roulaa immediately dropping down there, very scared of Grizzle coming on the backside and alone. I don't know if he needs to drop there, and I also don't know if he needs to use Displacer Beast, so watch for skill ratio to push here in the next few seconds. They've got the sap control. A sap onto Sudowoodoxo, who went and got hut by Bigmoran, so they're just keeping a healer out of the game right now. Great sap control from Bigmoran, and now in midfield, both teams' FCs are down in the mid-fight. Oig charging in, so much damage on the front line. Wuxueyangx gets the bubble at about half health, so he's going to be topped up. JCM needs to get themselves in a better position here because they're really feeling SR's mid-clash right now, and JCM, notably being one of the stronger mid-teams, is having some trouble right now.
Oh, man. Look at the fact that Morin is able to find these healers. He just knows where everyone is on the map. We've seen that kind of play from him before, and it's just absolutely great for his team to... Ooh, somebody just dropped. Trashglamour just went down for GACM. That's going to be a lot of damage gone from them and a lot of pressure gone. But like I was saying, Morin able to just sap healers and kind of it just pushes the other team back when you keep a healer out. And Wuxueyangx taken very low. He has to AGM, it looked like. Not sure on that. Dr. Tran just got charged.
Absolutely.
Hmm. So this plays out. Right now, they're probably going to have to wait for a couple more stacks before any FC drops. Darkchewie sapped.
Oh my gosh, Roulaa's taking so much damage here, and he does have to start moving around. A first aid from Ezeron. Here's getting in bear form. They're trying to do something in a full first aid from Ezeron, and a War Storm coming out. But he's going to go down, and Agntgrizzle getting this repick, and now JCM's trying to Mongo onto Darkchewie, but they're at full strength, and JCM has a lot of people down. If they're not able to finish up Darkchewie here in the next few seconds, it's going to be trouble, and a lot of the players going down. Darkchewie does go down, and Azngirlswagx with the return in the GY. And that was pretty much last hope there because JCM is coming off reses now, and they were very scattered. Unbelievable. That push by SR I thought could have been handled better by JCM, but great reaction immediately getting onto that FC who's playing midfield with them, punishing him. Unbelievable. Great hype going in here, and it's still a 0-0 game. Let's see if JCM can push them farther onto the map and get some better map looks here because Darkchewie coming out of the GY right now, he's got a pretty much free run at this pick at this point.
I think that JCM will definitely be able to regain mid control again because they are extremely strong at that. And they have been throughout the entire tournament. Darkchewie now travel forming all the way up ramp, and it looks like Roulaa actually going up tunnel with boots right now. So Roulaa probably get the pick a little earlier than Chewie.
And right now, JCM is really struggling in midfield. They're having to pull back here, so SR having that full control right now. What is JCM going to do to help Roulaa? Because Roulaa is sitting on roof right now by himself. He's in a position where he's pretty much compromised to not pick this flag unless he's going to want to feel the wrath of Agntgrizzle, Moran, and Agent Slick coming off a res here. And Grizzle's already coming up the ramp. Moran going up the ramp as well, too. So they're looking to get that top side control, and Roulaa hasn't got the pick yet. Darkchewie coming out of the tunnel. Ezeron contesting him. Both hunters and a Star Surge going into him. It might be enough, honestly, but the bear form coming off, he does make it into the back line of healers. He's going to be okay. And now the question is, they have no one for Roulaa, and he doesn't even have the flag.
Roulaa just
sitting on the
revealed
roof
himself.
right now.
That's not good at all. Now they know that. Okay, so Agntgrizzle and Moran are both kind of in a position to kill Roulaa here. The question is if Roulaa will be able to make it out without dying to a hunter and a rogue. Okay, so he picks
And
the
Roulaa
flag
does
up,
go for the pick here.
blinks right out. Very
He's going
clean.
out the second floor here, and he's trying to get out to the ramp. But the question is, who's going to get over there in time? And Bigmoran already getting a sap on Cowgirlswag, or Dr. Tran, rather. And that's an easy wrap-up. And once again, look at that sap control by Bigmoran, getting the sap on the Shaman at the ramp. The trinket's not available, and they wrap up that kill because of that sap control.
And it earns
So
him a
that's
cap.
just SR playing clean in objectives.
Wow. So now actually it looks like skill ratio kind of has, usually after a cap you lose a bit of mid control, but it looks like skill ratio actually has a little more here with Hunter down, and they're about to drop Wuxueyangx. Ooh, he's very low, just got topped off there. That is too bad. Kind of an even clash at this point actually.
And right now we do see JCM is ramped up to pretty much full strength in mid. SR is coming off a few reses right now. So JCM's in good position to get this pick, but Roulaa, having that death, is still trying to get across midfield, and he's having a slow time trying to get across. And look at this, he wanted to go up tunnel here, but he's being blocked really hard by the position of skill ratio covering that tunnel. And Cowgirlswag getting this pick is already met by Agntgrizzle. So Cowgirl had to pop his displacer. He's coming out the ramp. Ezeron here to contest a little bit, gets a little one tick into Cowgirlswag, and Dr. Tran coming up the ramp as well too, trying to get that rip tied up. He's going to start topping him. But during that, they're able to hold this ramp position right now, but skill ratio has kind of got the edge on their base. So Pseudo going down here. I think more are going to follow. Wuxueyangx barely getting topped up at 100 health, but he's going to follow. The pass going off to Roulaa, and they've got to move back into skill ratio's base, and skill ratio loves this positioning because they will hold a team here until stacks hit if they get the opportunity.
We actually saw that against I forgot who, but when they were fighting up on the other side, it was Pumpskito's team, I think. They were able to kind of push them all the way back into their base till they had nowhere else to run and just annihilate them and grab a free cap in their base. Pretty cool play by them, and it looks like they're kind of using that technique again here.
Absolutely, and right now with JCM at half strength here, they've got to regroup with their team. Wuxu, Trashglamour, Pseudo trying to meet this team coming out, and it looks like they are going to fully commit GY here. They've got Dr. Tran and Bakedgoblin here, so 2 healing. It looks like they're going to be able to come out of this base pretty safely. SR with 4 minutes to go, though, they can just easily go into the base and play a defensive look here, and we know that skill ratio is known for playing this turtle defense, and this is something that they're extremely comfortable with. Roulaa going on defense with Dr. Tran, so that's going to leave the offense with just 2 healers. But Sap's already into Darkchewie, so good Saps here. Really good job by Rampdweller, in my opinion, getting those Saps off, slowing Darkchewie down.
So I think Darkchewie
so at least
actually kind of... Actually, that was a fine displacer. I don't know what I'm saying. He kind of had to get out of there. He was kind of in a bad spot, stuck LOS from his healers, so getting up there was a good plan by him. Skill ratio, like you said, is extremely comfortable here.
Oh my god, Wuxueyangx just barely going down. They couldn't keep him up, and this is where the 2 heals on offense is going to be a problem. And already with 1 person down, they're going to be in a lot of trouble. They're going to get fully wiped here really quick. I'm just calling it now. Trashglamour going down. It's so hard to ask your offense to 2 heal a gauntlet where there's so many classes that benefit for being stacked on top of each other, and the meta and the racials just benefit from everyone being stacked on each other in JCM. It looked like at first what was a good push with the sap control, getting the early displacer out, was a little bit prematurely pushed by the front line, and they just weren't able to keep everyone up with only 2 heals on offense.
Cowgirlswag very low goes down. The worst thing about this is they only have 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. Whenever they die, they need to walk, and this is 19s, you don't have mounts or anything. They have to walk all the way back over there just to get another chance to kill the EFC. And it's just more time and time, and they don't have much more left to get a kill here.
And just to give everyone an idea here, pretty much everyone on defense for skill ratio at this point, they realize they're up at cap. They've got the Boomkin on D. They've got the Rogue on D. They've got both Hunters playing defense right now. They're going to fully commit 10 on D. So this puts Roulaa in a really difficult situation. And it looks like at this point, Roulaa, who's sitting on the top of GY right now with Dr. Tran, they are going to elect to keep the healer with him because they have to respect the fact that they don't know where the stealthies are from Rampdweller and or not Rampdweller, excuse me, Bigmoran. So they have to respect that fact. And Pizza coming out into Boomkin form, they do know where he is. But, you know, a Rogue can solo a rest of Druid FC after stacks hit, so they do have to respect that.
Oh, for sure.
I wonder if it would almost be smarter to bring a Hunter, though, but that's one of those in-game decisions where you have to decide on the fly. And, I mean, we're going to see a last push here by JCM with 1.5 minutes to go.
I think I would have passed the flag. I would just say Resto Sham take flag, have Roulaa go on offense and go for a ferocious bite at this point because they really aren't getting to Darkchewie. They need some sort of stealth attack to get up there because it's not working going up there one by one. As you can see, Trashglamour and Wuxueyangx, they can't push through here. It's almost impossible for them to do, but they're trying.
And Ezeron already getting dunked on right now by the front line of skill ratio. He's just trying to fall back a little bit, and a Blood Elf Silence going into Sudowoodoxo. The healers are stacked right now, so they're going to probably swap the damage onto the healers, and skill ratio in great control here with 48 seconds to go. They've got to keep everyone up if they want to have a chance, and Wuxueyangx going down with 73 health. Bakedgoblin's going to follow. They've got just about everyone on JCM crippled and going down slowly here. Darkchewie on top of roof, and this game's going to be sealed here for SR. They just, I think in JCM's position there, they catch Rampdweller out on roof, and that's probably the last hope in the game. And I think that in JCM's position there, you have to decide, like you said, I think that you either leave your Resto Druid alone, or you give it to your Shaman and send your Resto Druid offense, because who cares if you lose the game 1-0?
Well, you're not winning an 8v10. You're not going to win an 8v10 versus any guild that knows what they're doing, you know?
And it's not even just that. It's not even just the numbers, to be honest. It's also just the positioning, the accessibility for the Hunters to jump down on a push, get Blood Elf Silences, really cause havoc when they need it. I mean, they literally have to go on an uphill battle to get up onto that roof and break through the gauntlet. And SR does a great job at that. That's their main strategy when they get up caps and they have time to kill.